Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another episode of my Grand Arena. This is round two. I want to show y'all how things went. There's not a lot really to write home about in this video. He went really weak on defense. Up top, he's got a Phoenix squad. They're all purple, but they got Zetas on them. So I guess that's why he put them on defense. Go ahead and use a Rex Wampa team to take them out. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I like Rex, Wampa, and then tanks to help keep Rex alive, keep Wampa, alive long enough to get powered up. So I got fives, got K2, and got Stormtrooper. They do the job good enough. You guys know how Wampa can tear through Phoenix without any issue. Once he gets time to power up a little bit, get going, he just starts counterattacking and knocking them out. So it didn't help him that none of his Phoenix was gear 12 either. So Wampa's just easily going through, doing what he was made to do. Nothing really to write home about in this battle. You can see Harrigan, no chance in reviving anybody. I lost my K2, but that doesn't matter. I don't know if this guy was going to try and win on efficiency or what, based on what he said on defense, but kind of went about it the wrong way. You can see that counterattack nearly knocked out Ezra, and there he goes. Go to work on Sabine and Zeb, and I'm not in danger of anybody else dying, so I should be able to take this out pretty easily. There she goes. Just Zeb left. Let Wampa get in a few whacks on him and he'll be gone. You guys know, Phoenix is just Wampa fodder. Phoenix and Ewoks both. So, people like to still use them. Maybe if they were G12 and all Zeta, it'd be a different story. But 54 banners for that one. No trouble at all. Moving on to the next squad. He had up there his CLS team. This was one I had to pay attention to. I don't know why he used CLS, because that was his best shot at a Revan counter. Like for my Revan, he didn't have any Zetas on his Treya team, so I didn't know how he was planning on getting past my Revan. I think it turned out that he kept his own, so that's what he ended up using, but he put his CLS on defense, which was a really good offensive team that I'm sure he was wishing he saved to use elsewhere, because I just used my own CLS team to be able to take his out, and once you get the upper hand, it's not an issue. You can take out one with another really easily. There went Han, putting in some work on Luke, get him out of the picture. That way you just got really R2 left to deal with. There he goes. Now it's just R2. He's gone. Boom. 56 banners for that. No more worries there. We'll open up the back, and this is where I see that he said just weak junk. Maybe he was saving a lot for offense, but I'll show you this here. I got Geos and droids and Jawas. So we'll go on to the south here. He set his Ray team on defense. For those of y'all that have seen any videos and know how to play, you really want to keep your JTR team for offense just because it's so versatile. You can take a wide range of enemy defensive teams with that squad. Okay, you really don't want to waste them on defense because they don't hold up very well. You just go in with your own and mirror match it, and you can easily get the numbers advantage, 5-4, 5-3, and so on. So it's not hard to beat on defense. I don't know why people think it makes a good squad. Maybe in territory wars when you have 50 guildmates. But when you're one-on-one, you really want the utility that she can bring kind of as an offensive powerhouse. I mean, you can counter up to and including Revan all the way down to any other squad, Ewoks, Phoenix, if you needed to go that low. You can see here I didn't struggle at all with my Ray against his Ray. Now she's gun is just BB-8 and stick Ray left. And I still got, well, I had all 5, now 4. But, I mean, that doesn't matter. Because he just lost one of his biggest offensive weapons by putting this on D that he would later wish he had to use against a Karth team or a Kira team or whatever else I got waiting for him. You know, he went really weak on defense, but then he turns around and sets 2 strong teams like a CLS and a JTR, which would have much better served him for offense. Next squad up he set, which was the Bosk Bounty Hunter squad. That's a typical one for defense, and I set that too. It's really good on D. I think it does better on D than it does for offense. So if y'all have seen any of my other videos, you'll know I like to use my crew first order for that. Makes it really easy to beat because you can control Bosk by keeping him stunned and making sure that he doesn't get the taunt up while you work on the weaker bounty hunters. Try and get the numbers advantage, kill off, the weaker ones like Greedo or Boa, whoever. So you can get that numbers advantage and then go to work on Bosk and then Dengar last. So that's what I do here. Follows the typical format. Doesn't really matter what bounty hunters they use otherwise. Except, with Greedo and Zam, all those thermal detonators, that's the only issue. You don't want to get knocked out by Boba taking an execute to you. Other than that, it's pretty much a standard. You just attack them, and then as crew's special comes up, you want to go ahead and use that like right there against Bosk to make sure that he doesn't get the taunt off, and you waste all your time on him while he's buffed up tanking the hits. You just want to go ahead and start with the weakest, get them out, get Boba out as soon as you can, just so he doesn't get off of execute, kill one of your guys. You can see I got a first order officer there. He's red barred just because of the detonators and all that, and he's hanging on. But, it's no big loss even if he dies. Boba's gone, Greedo's gone, working on Zam, just going down the line, and you can see there's no danger of like losing the battle. It's all a matter of how many banners am I going to end up with. So there goes Zam. Now it's down to the typical end up with Bosk and Dengar as the final 2. Work down Bosk with Executioner. Get that protection down. Once you hit his health, he loses all that extra defense. And it becomes much easier. So there he goes. He's on his health now. I'm just trying to buff up my FO as much as I can to get the protection back, make sure they're all healed to get the bonus points. But, Fu is going to live, but he ain't going to get anywhere near healthy and protection enough. So just trying to get everybody else buffed up so that, I can get as many points as I can. I figured with my opponent setting crap in the back, maybe he was going for efficiency. He kept his Revan, he had Traya, but with no Zetas, and he kept his FO and some other teams. So I figured maybe he would try to win. Maybe he would get, 60 plus per fight. But, it didn't really work out that way for him. You can see in the back, he just put some Ewoks there. So nothing major to worry about in the second zones of each one. I'll go ahead and show you all how Ewoks went down. I just went in with a 4-man imp team because you don't need 5. Probably could have done it with 3, but just want to make sure that I didn't sacrifice. I don't want to go in with 3 and be like, yeah, I beat him, but I don't get the full health and protection bonuses. It kind of negates the point of doing that. So went in with 4, got my health and protection up. Everybody's good across the board. 61 banners there. Just trying to get in a little extra points, in case he was going for efficiency. and I like to go one and done on all my battles. If I go two, I mean, there's that danger of losing. I don't know how some people can get away with going two and then they squeak out a win. Like, if I go two, I just assume that I've lost, you know, unless it's 3v3 where you might need to do that. If it's 5v5 and I'm going 2 battles plus on somebody, I'm in trouble. So here I want to make sure everything was one and done. Went in with 4 here too, just the trio plus Thrawn. If you're going to use the trio, I mean, they could take out anybody on their own, but with Thrawn, you have a much better chance of ending up with the full protection because he can throw it to whoever you need to top up, and with the turn meter swap also. So I could have done it with just trio, yes, but I would have likely lost out on the points for full protection for everybody. So that's why I chose not to go ahead and do that. You can see they make quick work of the junk that he set back there. Nothing to worry about as far as that went. 61 banners again. So that's that. On to the last squad. He's got his Jawas. This one, I was worried about, you know, the thermal detonators that they can set. I didn't even look to see if he had that ability, Omega or not. I don't think that he did. But I went ahead and took in my NS because they could heal the health back. And so I was worried about that if he had the detonators to take off health and minus some points there. But it wasn't a big deal. You can see I just tore through them. 60 banners there. Done. I mean, that was that. So that's what my Grand Arena looked like. Nothing too special there. My opponent did end up attacking, and he went an extra round on my Bastilla team, an extra round on my Karth team. And once he lost those, I mean, he had no chance to win. He needed to go perfect. He did take out my Revenant 1, but that was it. 1 round 2. Hey, we'll see y'all in the next round. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.